I'm Wouter Helmer, and I worked all my life on actually connecting modern society with wild and nature. And more specifically, actually, I try to develop visions on which socio-economic sectors can benefit from nature, where nature could be an ally in solving their problems. So that's what I have done the last 35 years. And to achieve this, I co-founded several organizations: Rewilding in the Netherlands, Free Nature, Rewilding Europe, it's around 30 years ago, and now board member of Rewilding America now. Climate adaptation, storing carbon, climate mitigation. But here in the Netherlands, it was mainly focused on reducing flood risks, creating sustainable ways of clay mining in this case, but also improving drinking water quality. It's mainly focused on river restoration, room for rivers, as we call at the moment the national policy on rewilding our floodplains, but also storing water upstream to prevent floodings more downstream in nature reserves. In Europe, it's also very much about wildfire prevention, again letting rivers flow again freely and to create local economies around wilder landscapes. A big part of our work is in the Mediterranean areas, where we, by bringing back natural herbivores, try to reduce the risks of wildfires, but also river restoration by dam removal, creating a new economy around catch and release fishing, for example, in rivers. In Europe, we are also very much focusing on areas where actually land abandonment takes place, and where we, but always on the request of local regions, where we try to set up wilder nature, exciting nature actually, as a base for a new rural economy, and actually support local people to build up rewilding enterprises, give them loans to set up their business, and by doing that, creating a new rewilding economy actually in these formerly abandoned areas that face abandonment. But for the longer term, I think very important is also the role of rewilding for healthcare. I think maybe that's the biggest economy that in the end can benefit from a more natural environment where people can move, walk. Certainly mention the Gelderse Poort as a really successful story, actually a pioneering project on rewilding, where we combined actually flood risk management with sustainable clay mining, opening the area for ecotourists. You have the participation of local communities. First is always to listen to their needs and problems, to understand what's going on in an area. No matter if it's here in the Netherlands or in Romania or in Scandinavia, what are their problems and needs? And then think, okay, from an ecological perspective, where I come from, can we solve those problems with a more natural way of landscape planning, whatever? Can nature be an ally in solving their problems? That's very important. That's all where it starts about. So let nature take care of itself. That's by far the most cheap way of rewilding, actually. Actually, it's maybe less about funding, about redirecting budgets from other sectors towards nature-based solutions. Imagine I think in the Netherlands, if we can move 1% of our healthcare budget from curative healthcare to preventive healthcare, I think we get 100 times more money for nature conservation or rewilding. That kind of, so funding for me is these things: reducing costs, increasing benefits for other sectors, and let them pay for the nature-based solution, which is in interest for them. I would say the first release of bison in the Romanian Carpathians. That was for me like a dream. Imagine you get bison from different zoos coming to this remote area of Armeniș in the Romanian Carpathians, and you have hundreds of people from the local community gathering around the release place, a priest blessing the herd, starting a song which is sung by the whole community to welcome the bison into their mountains, I can still get emotional about it. And then inviting us in the town hall. You mentioned at the evening that you are there with all the truck drivers, with journalists from all over the world, with local people, and the Rewilding Europe team, of course, and the local Rewilding people there, and have dancing together in the town hall about the comeback of the bison in Romania after some centuries. That, for me, that was amazing.